grateful I'm not 56 and trying.
Yeah, what you trying to say?
I'm looking right at you.
I know you looking at me.
You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl.
I know.
This is your auntie talking to you.
Now, before I begin this video, I want to make sure this message is abundantly clear. 1 minute of lust can destroy what a man took a lifetime to build. Now, to all you guys who are unfamiliar with Shannon Sharpe, now allow Mike to give you a quick rundown of Shannon Sharpe's resume.
One of the most popular sports personalities in the world right now is none other than Shannon Sharpe. The guy is very charismatic, he's really funny, and he has a lot of fun catchphrases that people just seem to love. Shannon Sharpe is so powerful in the space that 2 years ago he left Fox Sports' Undisputed, and the show practically crumbled once he left. His partner Skip Bayless has practically been semi-retired ever since then, whereas Shannon Sharpe decided to pivot and double down on online content and make regular appearances on First Take. Now, Sharpe partnered with The Volume, which was Colin Cowherd's online brand, in 2023, a few months after leaving Undisputed, and as a result, his podcast Club Shay Shay immediately became one of the biggest podcasts in sports. He then created another podcast with Chad Ochocinco called Nightcap, and that has arguably been even more successful. Since then, Shannon Sharpe has done interviews that have went viral with Cat Williams.
You having an unnatural allegiance to losers is not like you.
And regularly features NFL stars and celebrities on his podcast to this day. Now, as a result, his contract with The Volume has recently expired, and now he's currently eyeing a $100 million podcast deal as his contract does expire.
Now, not too long ago, Monique told Shannon to stop messing with these girls who have been ran through like the yellow light, these young girls, these Kareem gobblers, but to date women his age. And I also came across this clip from Nightcap, where Shannon says he doesn't want to date a woman of God, but he wants a sinner. Now roll the clip.
I don't know you. I don't know your status. I don't know your status, but you know, I got a sister. I got a sister, God-fearing woman. Yeah. Now stay with me now. Good woman. You know, out there on the West Coast too. I don't know what you got going on, but I know you ain't got no ring on your finger, so that means you're available.
I don't want nobody to fear God. I want her to throw caution to the wind. She don't feel nothing.
She's looking for somebody with some substance now. Now you got substance. Stay with me now. You got things going on in life, and you got structure, and you got discipline. You walk in faith.
Huh?
So I think you'll be the perfect candidate. Don't say no till you see her now. Don't miss out on your blessings now. You know how God works. He turned water into wine now. Yes, he does.
Yeah. He working mysterious ways. That's why he like, you know what? He put Houston on the tour.
Be careful what you ask and wish for, because it will come at you fast. Now let's have a listen to this leaked audio of Shannon Sharpe and this OF model.
Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at, and you're just gonna hang up on me. So I feel like
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
What does that even mean?
Nothing, Gabby. You want to be a to me now, so
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm going to choke the out of you when I see you. Thank you.
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do. I don't think you have a choice in the matter.
Imagine being in your 50s, trying to have a meaningful conversation with a 20-year-old who does OF, a Kareem gobbler. Now, if you listen to this audio first glance, and if you don't have any context, you'll be like, yeah, this man totally just threatened her. But with anything on the internet, they would take one single clip and blow it out proportion.
The internet has their own perception of what things is. They'll believe something that isn't true, and then they won't believe something that is true. I mean, people believe damn near everything that comes out on the internet. All these advertising and sponsors that Club Shay Shay, Nightcap, and all the affiliates that's up under Shay Shay Media lose that for what?
The only thing now is to get to the truth, and we need to extract more information. This calls for a CSI. A cheek-slinging investigation. Now, what I can say is sex tape, duct tape, it wasn't grape, Shannon and 5.
When I say she was fat, yeah, Lord have mercy.
So this is the woman that is suing Shannon Sharpe for 50 mil after accusing him of SA for every time they linked up. Come to find out, she's a content creator. If you know, you know. Like Shannon, how did you not see the extortion? Like 100%, how did you not see this, bro? You actually believe that a OF shawty was messing with you just off the strength of her being cool with you? Then what's surprised when she asked you for 25K? Like, don't get it twisted. Her falsely accusing you is still wrong. We on her case about that, but come on, bro. We gotta call you out. Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Now, on her page, she says she's 22. But the blog pages are saying that she 19. But I don't understand. So, like, is the blog pages lying or she lying on her page? Hey, it is what it is. Regardless, what do you guys think about this situation? Shannon, bro, it get to a point, but we all know it's a cash grab, but come on, bro. Like, you ain't see this from a mile away, gang. Did you actually believe a content creator was like vibing with you for real? Like, we gotta be realistic, bro.
Don't mess with OF girls. If she's willing to sell her smelly fish for $3.99 a month, if she's willing to go that low to make money, imagine what she will do to you to make money. $25,000 a cheek. No pancakes and flapjacks are never worth that much. Bro, she lied, she tried, she will get denied. Shannon Sharpe in 5. Now, to all men, never allow yourself to get conquered by lust. Now let's have a listen to Shannon Sharpe's co-worker, Stephen A. Smith.
It's involving some news that broke yesterday involving Shannon Sharpe, my colleague at ESPN and my friend. The Hall of Fame tight end was sued on Sunday by a woman proceeding under the name Jane Doe pseudonym. The 13-page civil complaint filed in Nevada alleges that Sharpe committed assault, sexual assault, battery, and sexual battery. The plaintiff alleges Sharpe sexually assaulted her several times at the end of 2024 and the beginning of 2025. The suit also alleges that Shannon engaged in the intentional infliction of emotional distress. It should be noted that the suit was filed by attorney Tony Busby. This is the same attorney that filed a suit against Jay-Z and P. Diddy, alleging they both sexually assaulted a minor, which has since been withdrawn. Jay-Z also has countersued Busby. By the way, the plaintiff in the Sharpe civil suit is not the woman heard in the accidental Instagram live stream incident that made headlines last September of last year. In response to the suit, Shannon and his legal team went to social media yesterday and released a series of allegedly sexually explicit text messages between him and the Jane Doe. In addition to that, they issued the following statement, quote, "This lawsuit, filed by Gabriella Zuniga and orchestrated by her attorney, Tony Busby, is a blatant and cynical attempt to shake down Mr. Sharpe for millions of dollars. It is filled with lies, distortions, and misrepresentations, and it will not succeed," end quote. Then earlier today, Jane Doe's attorney, Tony Busby, sent TMZ Sports a 1-minute and 36-second clip of an alleged conversation between his client and Shannon. In response to that clip, Shannon Sharpe went back to social media and issued this response. Take a look.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million, What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys.
$50 million? Who the hell does she think she is? Chelsea Clinton? Do I think this woman is telling the truth?
Hell no, to the no, 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 hell to the no.
Now, do I think Shannon Sharpe needs to stop hoeing around and messing with these randoms and find himself a good, God-fearing woman? Absolutely. Cheeks clapped, age gap, 50 mil zapped, Shannon Sharpe in 5.
Well, it's a sad situation. Shannon Sharpe is somebody I work with a couple of days a week. Shannon Sharpe is somebody that I brought to ESPN. Works on First Take, which airs on ESPN every weekday morning from 10 a.m. to 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. He's been with me every Monday and Tuesday. We've been number one for 13 years and counting. But since Shannon has arrived, obviously he's helped the show immensely. And I can't thank him enough for it. We've grown close as friends. I'd like to believe that. I certainly root for him. I know he's been through a lot in life. He's overcome a lot of things. And when he departed from Fox, I was more than happy to bring him on board here. So all I can speak about is what I know based on the reports. And I can speak about ESPN and Disney. To be clear, even though this podcast, this YouTube show is owned and operated by me solely, it doesn't mean that I'm going to be dismissive of ESPN, who employs me in my daytime job on First Take. So I sit here before you today letting you know that they are aware that this is a subject that I was going to broach, because I owe them that courtesy. With that being said, it's important to point out a couple of things. Number one, I was not there. I can provide no eyewitness account. And even though I got love and respect for Shannon Sharpe, and I'm sincerely hopeful and prayerful that he is completely innocent of the allegations that have been levied against him, I can't sit here and speak to his innocence or guilt from a knowledgeable place, because I have nothing to do with this. I haven't seen anything. I don't know anything. I don't even know this person. I know what the reports say. I know the reports, the things that have been reported on a multitude of outlets, from the AP to the New York Post to Forbes to TMZ and everything in between. I mean, I can't even count the number of publications that have talked about it or written about it, networks, etc. It's all over the internet. It's everywhere. And I know that. I'm fully aware of that. This is not a criminal case. So there is no concern about him going to jail. This is a civil case, which means that he can either be found liable or not liable. The accuser in question is seeking $50 million.
$50 million? And who you think you kidnapped, Chelsea Clinton?
Say whatever you want about Stephen A. Smith, but this man always held himself to a high standard, never got caught in any mess, always spoke the truth, put his fellow colleagues on, and always defended them at all cost. Now, these men need to realize that these young girls, these women, wouldn't even look at them in the first place if it wasn't for their money and status.
Seeking $50 million. That was confirmed by Shannon Sharpe on that video today. According to the reports, it's somebody that he met in 2023, who was 19 years old at that particular moment in time. According to some audio that was put out earlier today by attorney Busby, you hear the accuser, the female, talking to somebody who is alleged to be Shannon Sharpe. We don't know whether that's true or not. And the person in question, again, we don't know whether it's Shannon or not, other the words choke, as in I will choke the hell out of you if I saw you. And so because of that, knowing that audio was probably going to come out along with additional tapes, whether they be video or audio is unclear at this particular moment in time, Shannon Sharpe felt compelled to come out in his own defense. How are we to interpret that? Let me be very, very clear about where I'm coming from. I'm a bit torn in terms of his response. On one hand, Tony Busby has sued Jay-Z. He did sue Diddy. He did accuse them, or represented the woman who was accusing them of assault, of sexual assault, and said that she was 13 years of age at the time when talking about Jay-Z and Diddy, and Jay-Z went ballistic.
Now here's my thoughts and opinions on this whole fiasco and situation. I strongly believe that Shannon Sharpe is innocent because we've seen this happen so many times with very successful men. Andrew Tate, Russell Brand, Johnny Depp. I believe that this is all a cash grab. Now, anyone that files false accusations and allegations should face the same punishment as those falsely accused, plus having to pay their victims legal fees and damages. Justice for Shannon Sharpe. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.